But in the show, I feel like Usopp is really likable from the get-go. My only criticism of how they handled Usopp was that they didn't really hammer home the whole liar message, and the way that Syrup Village ended didn't have that whole scene where Usopp consigns himself to being the liar of the village. Because for those who don't remember, Usopp had his own nothing happened moment, where Kaya and the kids are like, "Hey Usopp, you're the town's hero. You saved us from Kuro. You saved the town from pirates. Don't you want them to know that you were telling the truth? Like, you don't want them to think you're a liar still, do you?" And Usopp's like, "No, let them think I'm a liar. If they knew there were pirates here, it would terrify them. Let them sleep easy. Just tell them that nothing happened." That was an amazing moment in the manga for Usopp. That's nowhere to be found in the live action, and I'm sad about that, because that's like one of the biggest character defining moments for Usopp in East Blue. And out of the entire crew, out of the 5 crew members in the live action, I would say that Usopp had the least character development and expand, like the least focus. They didn't do enough of a job making Usopp feel like a valuable addition to the crew. He feels like he kind of just got thrown, like picked up along for the ride. But I think one of the biggest parts about Usopp in the manga early on is that he did have a very likable quality to him, where he was a coward in a way, but he was also a hero. He was like a cowardly hero. He's like a Courage the Cowardly Dog type of guy, you know? He'll be scared, but he'll still do what he needs to do to save those he cares about. I don't think that was really highlighted in the show, because all that Usopp did against Kuro, he didn't discover who Kuro was. He's not the one that eavesdropped and found out. It was Zoro pretty much that figured that out. He shot a single pellet at Kuro, and Kuro caught it, and then Usopp did nothing else the whole arc, and he kind of just sat in the background. So for me, I really feel like he needed more of a focus on why Usopp is special. That's the thing. Why is Usopp special is the question we need to have answered. They didn't answer that properly. There's one scene of Usopp shooting popcorn kernels into a pen, and then Luffy's like, "Wow, you're a really good shot." And it's like, is that really a display of being a great shot, so much so that you want him on the crew? Like, you could have had Usopp shoot something like a harder target, or like exemplify that more when he's shooting the target with his friends. But obviously Usopp's little pirate crew isn't present in the show either. So they didn't really showcase his sniping ability. They didn't showcase his heroic traits. So by the time Usopp leaves Syrup Village, I almost felt like if I wasn't a One Piece fan, I wouldn't know why this guy belongs on the crew. You know? Aside from being a major character in the island, like in the contained plot that they're in. So that's the big thing with Usopp, I have to say. He definitely felt the weakest in terms of story of the 5 Straw Hats, but great performance. Like, Jacob really captured the performance of Usopp well. There's a couple lines I felt weren't great, but otherwise, like, awesome job.